There we go. So, hey, everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. This is Sherry Denny. I'm a corporate director with APL Go, and I've got a really cool team training tonight. Every Monday night, we do team Visionaries. It's our own personal team that we do. And pretty soon we're going to be inviting other people in because they've been asking you guys, they've been asking, they want to know, what are you doing different? I don't think it's anything different. I just think we all have a different twist on what kind of training our individual teams need. And then it comes down to, oh my gosh, we all kind of need the same thing. Getting back to basics is a good one. People wanting to get their confidence up. That's always a good one to talk about. How do you get started? You guys have been through so many of those, but before I even get into that, you guys know what's been going on this week, right? The voting has begun once again. So we need to take our lead back. No doubt about that. Did you guys know that the guy, who is it? So I can't even remember the name of the company, is in #1 right now, but go figure. But you guys, he's a Forex trading guy. Come on. It's somehow or another, somebody figured out how to make Forex trading an MLM. They've never worked before. So, but I think they're 7 years old, and you got a lot of not Gen X in there. What are the 20s, 30-year-old people are in there, and they've got the word out. But we have more people. We need to get to our people and get that vote done. So spread the link. That closes at 8 a.m. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's what, 11 a.m. Eastern time on October 31. So yeah, we have plenty of time. And here's what I'm hoping is that success team or whatever they are is going to run out of people to talk to. And we haven't even gotten started yet. So anyway, I never wish anybody bad, but we got first place. We need to keep our first place. And we have enough people worldwide to make that happen. So let people know that they can only download the Business for Home app, which you can find at your Google Play or your Apple Store. And right in the front there, it says poll. So you just click on that and it'll let you know the ones to vote for. You can put APL Go in there. And you voted. You can only vote once. You can vote from different devices, but you can only vote once. You cannot do it from your computer. There, enough said about that. So, like I said before we got started here tonight, I've been thinking about this a lot. What is the leader's responsibility to their team? Oh, you guys go, oh, she's going to tell us. Oh my gosh. I tell you guys that all the time. But I've also known, and I realized this, that each person that joins this company, no matter what, they have a certain level or desire to build or not to build, or to just use the product, right? So, and I got to tell you, I was a little reluctant to even go into this because when we started this, and this is kind of the way I've been for a long time, is everybody joins the business and it's all about the money to help other people do things. Don't ever get me wrong about the money thing. But this has been totally different. These last 2 years, I thought everyone joined to use the product and make money in this one. Seriously, you use the product, everybody loves it, and they're here to make money. What's right? Au contraire. I've learned so much. People join network marketing companies for many reasons of their very own. And some people join it just to be part of something that they don't want to miss out on. They want to stay with the team. Yay, yay. And I love those people that, they never really want to do anything. They just want to hang out and have fun. Yay. Because I tell you what, those are the people we have the most fun with. That's okay. That's totally, totally, totally okay. Some of the people want to, they've even moved on from that thought right there to becoming massive leadership positions, and they've done very well. So you just never know. So we cannot judge, ever judge anybody on what they're going to do. So here within our team, especially Team Visionaries, and yes, Tuesday, you're part of that as well. We all want to make sure that everybody's happy and doing what you want to get done at whatever level you desire. So there'll be no more of this. This is really tough for me because I even had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I said, "You don't mind me pushing you, do you?" And they go, "No, please push. I will push if you ask." I think I can see him smiling right now. and so the reason I push is mainly now because you've asked, but people aren't going to do the business, and like I used to say all the time, why aren't you doing the blitz, or why aren't you doing the challenge? Why aren't you doing this? You know what? It's because they don't want to. And I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. So I found over time that people will eventually speak up, even reach out, and let you know what they want out of the company, which is really interesting. And I know I'm talking a little bit fast here, but I got a lot to cover here. And it's just been on my mind for such a long time. Within that initial conversation that I have with people, I ask them right out the get-go, what is it that you'd like to see happen for you in this company? I always get that answer. I always write it down. And it's those answers that I have on everyone's notes that I've taken. Yes, I got notes on everybody. And I remind them when, let's say they're, this isn't working for me. And, I think I'm going to just kind of let this go. I think I'm going to take a break. I remind them, because usually it's all it takes. I remind them of that one thing that they said, the reason that they got involved in this in the first place. And I said, how do you feel about that now? And they're like, oh gosh, I kind of forgot about that. When you remind them of it was their desire, it wasn't mine. I didn't even feed their head. It was something that they had brought up. And you guys, I'm just like you. Hey, who here likes to be told what to do? Come on, raise your hand. Not one of you. I'm just like you. I don't want to be told what to do either. So I have to remember that when I'm talking with people, that this is not a job that you clock in and out of. This isn't a job that has a boss that tells you, you got to do this amount of stuff before you get to go home. No, none of that. Or should I say, you got to do this amount of stuff before you go home? No, it's none of that. But we all still need to keep motivated, right? How many people are self-motivators? Not many, right? Even I have trouble with that. You guys, hey, you got to know, if you know me by now, every single morning I get up, I have my me time, I listen to some vibrational music, and I'm meditating. I do that for about an hour. And sometimes, and this is the stupidest thing, sometimes I even pop on Facebook because somebody has messaged me through the corporate directors thing. And I'm thinking, oh, geez, maybe it's something I need to answer. Never has it been something I have to answer right away. So I put it down, I go through my meditation, and I catch myself. And this is a good thing, you guys, when you get up in the morning and you're feeling crappy, you're down, your vibration is so low that you can't even get out of bed, you're crawling across the floor. You've got to do something to raise that. The first thing you can do is recognize that your vibration is low, because if you don't, you're not going to do anything about it. And I've noticed that a couple of mornings this last week of my vibration being low, and I'm like, oh, no, not going to go there. I am not going there. In fact, I even changed that around to, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a great day. Let me see what I can listen to now. So, and I don't do that in a few hours. I do it right then and there. It's simple, like listening to a song, a video, an audio book. That works every single time. The ones that have a little bit of instruction on how to lift your spirits are particularly good, because this morning I actually needed that. Yeah, me too. This week, you've probably noticed I've posted a lot of my favorites and shared some of the top motivational speakers, because we had that challenge a couple of weeks ago with corporate directors, and we sent a lot of that out, and we even put it on our, what was that, the Friday cocktail party that we had. Well, I have a list of those. I have a plethora of them in my Audible as well. And I even sent you guys my playlist, the top, I think it was the top 10 in my playlist. And those are my go-to all the time. But today, and I want to share a short video with you. It's only 3 minutes, so, bear with me here. And this one is the one I listened to this morning. I'm going to tell you, I was putting, it's cold up here, and I have to stoke my fire, about 3 o'clock in the morning. And then, when I get up, or at least around 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, if I didn't stoke it, I don't care, because I don't mind sleeping in the cold. But this morning I got up, it was 4 o'clock, and I'm thinking, am I really going to stay up right now? And I popped this one in, and I've got to have you guys, I just have to share this with you. So let me do screen share 2. Let me know, hands up if you guys can hear this, by the way, okay? Can you hear it? Whoa. Does that just give you goosebumps or what? Were you guys able to see the video with that? Oh, you couldn't hear it? Oh, dear me. I am going, you could, but there was words with it the whole time, right? Okay, yeah. Well, I think I might have to do a little changing out here with my computer because I had it set up with my other monitor. Anyway, let me share with you some numbers that might interest you, okay? Did you know that 80% of an organization only wants to earn between $0 to $500 a month? 80%. 15% of an organization want to make about 2,000 to 3,000 a month, and 5% have that desire to make 25,000 or more. Staggering numbers, right? I mean, it shocked me when I saw that, but then, well, no, when you think of the 80-20 rule, this all makes sense. So when you heard those numbers, did any of you place yourself somewhere? Anybody? Well, don't. Please don't. Don't compare yourself to anybody or anything. You'll be a lot happier. Okay, this is what I'm getting at here. The culture here, it's so enjoyable. And you know, you have to think about when you started with us, when and why in the first place. What is available for you is so much, and this is for the people that aren't here and they're going to be listening to this recording, because I know all of you that are here already know this. There's tons of support. We have amazing fun activities, one that we just got back from, great trips that we just got back from, another one that we're going on, and recognition that you deserve. There's just so much more. So here's a good one for you. How many of you, let's say you have a big team or even just a few people on your team, have the time to spend with your new team members? And don't even be thinking of Tina and Kelly or anybody else. I'm talking about the average regular Joe, okay? Hardly anybody has any time anymore anyway, because most everybody has another job or a full-time job, part-time job, or, you know, they just don't have time. So, or maybe you do, I don't know. But guess what? If you spend a lot of time, and don't get me wrong with this one, you guys, when your individual team members, you spend a lot of time with them, they may think they have to do the same thing. And I keep going back to duplication. We have to be able to duplicate this. So we talk about duplication all the time. So guess what? Not many people want to spend time with their team members. They may call them up and check in every now and then, but other people won't even do that at all. It's not their personality, and that's okay, you guys. That's so perfectly okay. Leave that to the team meetings. Leave it to the team trainings, the team sessions that we have, the overviews that we do. That's where they're going to see that you're connected. So don't make such a big deal about that. There's plenty of time to fill that void in other ways, wouldn't you say? And a lot of times, if you think that you have to spend a lot of time with your team members, I'm not saying, you know, don't call them up at least once every other week or so. If you think you have to spend a lot of time with your team members, you are self-sabotaging your own organization. And here's why. In your head, this is another mindset thing. In your head, you're thinking, oh gosh, I've got to call this person. Oh shoot, I didn't call that person. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this done. Guess what? You wind up not calling them anyway. So, you know, for example, let's say it's your job to look for leaders and train those that desire to be leaders, right? Well, those are the ones that definitely you're going to be calling, or most of the time they're going to be calling you. But not everybody wants to be a leader, you guys. And sometimes people have a hard time picking out who those are. The teacher will appear when they are ready. So don't fret over any of that. And one thing I'd like to do is, in fact, I do this all the time. I give people a simple task to accomplish. They get the material. Usually it's an audio book. And usually it's your first year in network marketing. And I ask them to do this task and report back when they finish. You know, it's not mandatory. There's no pressure, but that's duplicatable, you guys. And in that simple method, you have spent time with them and not taken up a lot of their valuable time, because time is so precious these days. I mean, geez, we hardly have any left, right? At the end of the day. Speaking of which, how many hours do you have in a day? Now I'm going to go into my settings here and make sure that I have the microphone set up, and I do. So hopefully you guys can hear this. And I'm going to try this one this time and see if you guys can see. This is 1 minute. Okay. Screen share. Oops, I better get that one off of there. This is only 1 minute, and I hope you can hear this. Oh, I have to share first, right? Oh, we all have the same amount of time, right? Wow. When I saw that this morning, I thought, oh, I'm sharing that one. Every now and then, you guys, I'll come across these gems, and I can't help but spread them all over the place. But one thing I don't want to do, I'll usually put that on our Team Visionaries page. But I noticed if I put something in there, somebody else will pop something in there, and somebody else will pop something. Then we got a whole bunch of motivational stuff in there. And we only have so many minutes in a day, right? We only have so many hours, 84,000 seconds or whatever it is. And everybody's time is so valuable. So when I listen to stuff like this, here's what I ask myself every single morning. What am I doing now that I didn't do yesterday to make a difference in my team? You guys think, wow, she really asks that? Yeah, I do. What am I doing now that I didn't do yesterday? What can I do today to make that different? You guys, it's so important to support the team, and you guys know I'm there, but I don't think you guys are aware on this end sometimes what I'm thinking. What can I do today to make that different? Who can I reach out to today? Because every day or every other day, there's several people on this team, I'm reaching out to somebody. And about when it comes to leads, am I making 10, 15, 20 calls a day to keep my funnel full? Man, when I bring that question up to myself every morning, my vibration goes really low. And that's when I have to listen to something like this. How many new people can I put in Rapid Funnel today? Hey, if it's one, you've been successful. Come on. How many are there to follow up in Rapid Funnel? Now, there's always a lot. So that makes me get a smile on my face. Then I go get another cup of coffee. I have 2 cups in the morning. That's it. And then you guys remember this. It's not a race unless you want it to be. Okay? It's not a race unless you want it to be. And I really want to thank you guys for your time tonight. But one more thing I want to bring up is, remember, we have the enroll for free, 25 bucks, enroll for free, which you guys actually got a heads up before anybody else did. And that is till the last day of, and I think that goes till 4, maybe 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern. But you guys, you should be, or could be, I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing, or I just totally blew my whole conversation here with you guys. We've been putting in people for the $25, not having them place an order. And I would never otherwise say this, but there's a lot of products that are being shipped out. And I mean, the warehouse just got filled today, you guys. Just everything came in on Friday. Everything should be skewed in right now and ready for shipping. So now we can get back to those people and have them place an order. But you can still do the same thing. There's 2 weeks left in this month. Go ahead and call people and have them sign up for free, and then get back with them and say, hey, we're just going to get you in. And when all the product gets in, then let's talk about placing an order. You know, they might not even want to do that. In the meantime, you can be sending them things through Rapid Funnel and tell them, send them the product that is the best for the health situation that they need taken care of. You are the solution. So the other thing that we have going is the Run to Corporate Director. This is crazy, you guys. $62.50 on your lesser leg, $62.55 on your larger leg. I think all of you have that by now. And only 300 in personal volume. So anyway, it has been an incredible time to sit here and talk with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so you guys can ask questions here if you want. And hold on just